Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? My name is Tay, and welcome back to my channel, Inspire Me, where I talk about current or relatable topics, all from a godly perspective. And this is actually episode, I think 6, if I'm not mistaken. Now it's been a while since I've been on here, probably over a week. I started to record this video. Well, it is today, so probably later today, but I figured I'll make that into a podcast instead. Now, I think I forgot to tell you the title. Yeah. But the title is called how are the sinners winning? Now, what made me talk about this first, this is not in my book. It's not really regarding my book, really. So yeah, it's not really regarding my book, but this is just a topic I want to speak on because this is actually how I was feeling. Now, what made me think about this, I think last night or the other day, because I follow different people, of course, spiritual people, but also, whether it's, watching recipes, mukbangs, hair tutorials, makeup tutorials, or just vlogs, you feel me? So I was following someone, I'm not going to disclose their name, and I'm going to say, okay, the act wasn't, explicit, but it wasn't godly, and being a follower of Christ, you know what things to do and not to do. But, by me seeing that, it made me think like, wow, like, shoot, this person is a sinner and they seem to be winning. Like, I don't really want to, I don't know, maybe I should, but hey, okay, the person that was witnessing, I think they're actually engaged, but, of course, it's not married, so you're not supposed to have, relations if you're not married. However, I always, since I've been watching them, I always see signs of affection. You could tell this person really care about their spouse, not spouse, but they're not married, but they really care about their significant other, should I say, a lot. Not just, just because it's on, a channel, but you can actually tell, you feel me? You can see love from vice versa, from both ends. And I'm like, wow, like, I'm not the type of person, get jealous or anything, but it's like, wow, when you see certain stuff like that, it's like, shoot, some people that's Christian, they can't even get no love like that, you feel me? So I was like, okay, then that's good, you feel me? That's sweet, whatever like that. And a little later on, I was looking at somebody else's channel and they're a godly person, but at the end of their I don't know, this video might be a little long, but yeah, at the end of their video, they had a scripture. So I seen the scripture the first time, but when I looked at it again, I seen the scripture again. So I'm like, okay, let me just look at the scripture, because they had a certain verse, but I said, let me just look at the whole scripture. So when I looked at it, I remember I actually did that scripture, that chapter. I forgot what scripture, in one of my videos a few months ago. I think it was titled "It's Not Fair," and it was actually regarding this kind of like same scenario. So make sure you go check that out if you get a chance. It's called "It's Not Fair," and when I was thinking of that, when I was reading it, I think verse 7. This is Psalms 37 chapter, verse 7. It says, "Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass." And I was like, okay, wow. Like, I could tell that was God speaking to me, because first I have a problem with being patient. Like it says, wait patiently on the Lord. Like, that's what I'm asking God to help me to wait patiently, because it's like, yeah, God, I need you to, speed up, but you feel me? We can't rush God's timing. Everything is his timing, and we have to be patient. So that's what God has to building me is patient. And then also it says, fret not thyself from wicked people who seem to prosper in their ways. Like I was telling you, when I observed that, watching that video, I was like, okay, wow, even the sinners seem to be winning. But Jesus says it's right here, like, you feel me? Don't hate, don't be jealous, don't fret. You feel me? Because they seem to be prospering in their way. You feel me? And then if you read verse 9, it says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. That's why I want to wait on the Lord. You feel me? I don't want to be cut off because he says it right here. Evildoers, even though it might seem like they're prospering in their way, even though they might seem like they could be genuinely, receiving that love or affection, but if God come back right now and they're doing that, then where either they're gonna go at. You feel me? So I feel me, like God had to remind me, because I think when I did that video, it was like I was feeling like the same way. Like, you feel me? Like, how is wicked people prospering their way? Like, come on, God. And God had to give me the exact same scripture. So this was him giving me this scripture as well. And what else did I want to explain? Oh yeah, I follow a couple of people on social media, and my phone it freezes up a lot. So when it froze up yesterday, it was on a very explicit picture of a person that I follow. So by my phone freezing up, of course I had to see that picture again. So when I looked at it the first time, I quickly turned my head, and then it's like the enemy tried to speak to my mind. I was like, okay, yeah, go ahead and look at that. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with that. So I started to pay attention to that, and I started to answer to the enemy, and I had to, you feel me, quickly cast that thought down and say, nah, you ain't finna get me, enemy. You feel me? Nah, I see your tactics. So I cover, my cover the screen up until it, unfroze, and then I unfollowed the person who, posted that picture. Like, you have to be careful of the enemy tactics because he tries to be slick. You feel me? Like, some people, when they see explicit stuff, you feel me, knowing what God deliver them from, or even if there was never really a case, like, you still got to be wise. Why watch stuff like that? You feel me? If I'm trying to live a righteous life, you feel me? Why would I watch stuff like that? That's crazy. I also one time, I think somebody, well, a couple of times, but somebody told me, oh, you wonder why they use the word HOE, but it's really WHORE, and you wonder why they get married first. You feel me? I guess I guess just to say, like, they please their man, or they do this and that. Now, if you look at it, okay, a lot of those women, they do get married, but the men that marry them, they don't know their worth. They're sinners as well. It's not like it's a holy man or righteous man that marries one of the women. They're ungodly as well, so there's really no match or anything with that. You feel me? I also had someone say, what did they say? Oh yeah, they tried to make it seem, okay, all this stuff we going through, you feel me? All this arguing, shoot, it'll be worth it if we was doing something to make me feel some type of way. And, I ain't gonna lie, for a few probably seconds or, so that thought was in my mind, like, shoot, maybe if I did do something, maybe, you feel me? And then I had to cast that thought down, like, nah, I see your tactic, enemy, you feel me? I see your games. You feel me? Go play with somebody else, because I'm not that person you want to play with. You feel me? Like I said, you got to be on game when it comes to the enemy, because he like to play them games. You feel me? You got to turn it right back on them. You feel me? If you can't do stuff God's way, then you got to get gone. You got to bounce. You got to leave. You ain't the person for me. You feel me? Don't try to make me feel bad or make me feel some type of way because I'm not what's that word? Not condoning, but feel me, being amongst this world. Nah, that's not what God called me to be. You feel me? So I'm just asking God to let me remain being patient. You feel me? Simple as that. Now also let me just finish this. Also, this podcast is starting to get a little long. So I think that's pretty much all I had to say. Just if you're feeling this type of way, you feel me? Because I know I'm not the only person that feel this way. If you feel like the sinners is winning, you feel me? If you're a saint of God, you're a follower of Christ, and you feel like, man, sinners is winning. Shoot, I'm losing. You can't have that mindset because you say don't be envious of evildoers. They shall be cut down like grass. You feel me? Just keep on waiting on the Lord. Verse 4, it says, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. I just spoke about that on my video. I think it was called You Didn't Forget About Me, so I won't forget about you. So if you didn't see that, make sure you go check that out. But here he go again saying that, and I actually think I just read that again tonight of Psalms 21, if I'm not mistaken. Shoot, if I just delight myself in God, he's gonna bless me eventually. And also if I remain patient. So y'all remain patient and make sure y'all delight yourself in the Lord as well. Y'all have a blessed day.